Okay, wird Zeit, dass wir in neue Gefilde aufbrechen. Oh, war der Ausweg aus dem Teufelskreis.
Do you think we'll really be able to wipe the Renans off the face of Dahna?
Who said anything about doing that?
But we have to in order to survive. Don't we?
Now that you have the blazing sword, and have shown that we really can win this fight, do you really think we should go around killing every last Renan?
But what else are we supposed to do?
Say we go around killing Renans, so they don't kill us first. In turn, that'll just make more and more of them want to kill us. Where does it end, once you enter such a vicious cycle?
Is that why you told Grenar not to kill any Renans without a good reason?
I'm not saying we should forgive and forget what they've done to us. But we can't let ourselves be dragged down by our own hatred either. Hatred comes in many forms. There's no one solution that will work in every situation. We have to keep searching for new ones if we're going to survive. It's a lifelong journey, finding the answers. That goes for you too. You have to come up with your own answers.
Ja, warum hier kämpfen, Zephyr?
Hey, Zephyr. Why do you keep fighting?
What do you mean?
Until I met you and the Crimson Crows, all the Dahnans I ever knew just accepted their lot in life as slaves. Hell, even I was like that. But all of you in the Resistance are different. Even when you have no hope of winning, you keep on fighting. Why is that?
Come on, that's an easy one. I just refuse to live life as a slave, that's all.
Better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave, huh?
Let me ask you a question, Alphen. What does it mean to you to not be a slave any longer?
I guess it means living a life not being ruled by the Renans, right?
But what about the Dahnans who died standing up to the Renans? Are they still slaves? Would they be truly free if all they did was follow my orders and die without knowing what it was they were doing?
But that's...
Being a slave isn't just a position. It's also a state of mind. Don't become my slave, Alphen.
Oh, ich wollte ich doch Zephyrs Sklave werden. Lakedar-Klippen. Laserdeck. Oh, was ist das für ein geiles Schloss, ey. Wo ist eigentlich jetzt dieses Raumschiff, wovon immer alle reden? Wir haben es ja gesehen am Himmel, ne? Ich glaube mittlerweile die Renäer sind alle auf diesen Planeten gekommen, weil sie ihren eigenen verschandelt haben. Soll ich euch eigentlich bekämpfen? Ja, komm, machen wir euch platt. Ich meine, ihr macht es halt schon einfach.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Take this. It's over.
Alter, wir haben noch 700 Energiepunkte, ne? Warte mal, durch diesen einen Stein den Macher? Objekte? Wo ist denn das? Nee. Astralblume. 10 erhöht dank ihrer kristallinen Astral. Ah, jedes Mal, wenn ich so ein Ding finde, oder was?
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
What's that over there? Some kind of castle?
Yeah, one that belongs to a different lord than Balsef.
Right, that makes sense. You said there were 5 of them in all, right?
Right. We've still got a lot of work ahead of us.
Ja, schaut schon cool aus, ey. Ey, ich sag ja, diese gemäldeartige Zeichnungen und sowas sind schon sehr geil. Wow. Jetzt hat er sich wenigstens abgerollt. Trank des Lebens. Stimmen wir jetzt gerade über oder was ist los? Stimmen wir gleich das nächste einfach. Was ist mit anderen eigentlich? Sagt halt gar nichts mehr, ne?
Rinwell, right? It's nice to meet you. Does that little white animal follow you everywhere?
He's not a little white animal. His name's Hootle, and he's a baby owl. And he's the only friend I have.
Hier, nimm die Wespen, die wollen auch deine Freunde werden.
I'll take you all on. Rising You're surrounded. Just stay calm.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
This is it. I'm quite aware without you.
Wow, die sind auch relativ schnell weg, ey.
Another notch in the old belt.
Wow, wie wir einen vergessen haben.
Right, here goes.
Böse Wespe.
No escape. Swallow blade. Take it. Pathetic.
Aldamit? Ne, Almandi-Masse. Die kleine wird ein bisschen nervig. Ich bin noch nicht sicher, ob ich über ihre Stimme happy bin.
What's got you so worked up, Hootle? Is that?
Watch out! They know we're here.
Flying Zoogles, huh? This is going to get interesting.
They're nothing I haven't seen before.
Shionne!
I'll shoot them down, you finish them off. Got it?
Sind das neue? Auf jeden Fall sind sie ziemlich ekelhaft. Na, das sind auch nur das
flying
Bienen.
enemy out of the sky, and it's as good as done.
Right. See what I can do.
You're mine!
Take it again! Magna Ray! Insects should stay on the ground.
What was it those Zoogles were attacking just now? Is that?
Ein Hut.
What?
It's nothing.
I only helped because it was convenient. We couldn't have moved forward without clearing out those Zoogles. I don't know what's got you ticked off at me this time, but I suggest you keep your hands away from me.
No one asked you to help.
Rinwell, she healed its wounds. She's not trying to hurt it.
How can you be so...
Hut.
They look like they're talking to each other.
He's probably happy to see another owl. I don't think Hootle's ever met one before. He might have been wondering if he was the only one. Oh. You just barely got to say hi.
At least we know it's out there. I'm sure we'll run into it again somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, Hootle?
Ja, ist schon knuffiges kleines Mistvieh.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Eine Notfallration. Oh, er ist ja... Oh, warte mal, Shionne ist Scharfschütze.
I'm always impressed how good of a shot you are, Shionne.
What do you mean?
Just that all I'm good for is throwing myself at things with all my might. By comparison, your way is more... how do I put it? Precise.
It's not like I'm that good of a... Look, that's just how it is with guns. If you miss, it's a wasted bullet you can't get back.
Is that why you're always aiming to exploit enemies' weak spots?
I wouldn't say every shot is that deliberate, but that is part of it. For example, if I see a flying enemy, I'll often go for their wings. Also, if I see a jumping enemy without wings, I know they're an easy target because they can't get out of the way while in the air. In your case, I bet it's easier for you to deal with enemies that stay on the ground, right?
Definitely. Things that can fly circles around me are a real pain to deal with.
Exactly. It's important to keep your enemy's movements in check.
True. Although your shots have the added benefit of stunning enemies, so it's easier to swipe materials from them. It's really helped out.
It's nothing, really. As long as you keep doing your part when we fight, I'd say we're even.
Die hat echt so einen teilweise einen Velvet-Touch.
I hate camping out.
Ja, haben wir uns da noch nicht mal hinbewegt, Mann. Sprechen. Wenn ihr vorhabt, die Grenze zu überqueren, stellt lieber sicher, dass ihr vorbereitet seid. Objekte kaufen, verkaufen. Kaufen. Okay, die haben ja gar nichts. Waffen schmieden. Aber ich kann nur Waffen schmieden, fällt mir gerade auf, ne? Okay, da ist ein Hut. Das ist ein Harry Potter Hut. Wenn du einen Schuhhut vernimmst, kann eine Eule nicht weit sein. Achso, ja, das weiß ich jetzt auch. Ihr Schweine. Brille mit Rahmen. Weißt jetzt verraten
I'm surprised there are owls here too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Ich richte ja meistens jetzt bloß auf, ey, dass die mir jetzt erzählen, dass wenn ein Schuh irgendwo in der Nähe ist, das soll ich danach suchen. Während ich überlegt habe, wer das solche Geräusche macht. Auch mal ausruhen. Vielleicht was passiert, um zu schauen, was passiert.
What are you staring for?
Do all Dahnan fighters look like you?
What, this getup? I pulled this number together from scrap and parts I salvaged throughout the years. Though now I'm feeling self-conscious, seeing how put together you seem to be.
Oh no, I was just curious. Did you fortify your right side more because that's your dominant side?
Partly, but mostly because my body's a little worse for wear after all these years fighting.
That makes sense.
So you take extra care to protect your dominant side with more armor. Smart.
Is fighting all you think about?
Hast du nicht gerade auch drüber? Egal, Erinnerungen. Dann kannst du das alles nochmal anschauen. Flammenschwert, bla bla bla. Machen wir mal Rasten? Wir machen mal Rasten. Oh, Erfahrungsboost. Okay, war Verschwendung.
Ready to go?
Ich dachte, es passiert vielleicht irgendwas, irgendeine Szene oder irgend sowas. Ulfhahnkrotte. Na, wenn du nicht wie ein Gargoyle ausschaust, jetzt erzähl mir doch nichts.
I take it we're heading through here then?
Everything all right, Zephyr?
Yeah, it's nothing.
What is that? A ring?
It was my wife's.
Your wife? You never mentioned anything about being married.
That's surprising?
You said was. So then, is she gone? Was it the Renans?
No, she was sick. I couldn't get her the medicine she needed, and then she was gone. I'd always wanted to show her the world as it could be.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. There are plenty of people out there more deserving of your sympathy than me.
But...
Let's go.
Das hat jetzt nicht ausgeschrieben, wenn die hier voll aufs Dach kaut hat. Also ist das Aliens?
What is this place anyway? What's with these columns and steps?
No idea. I've never been here before either. Rena's convoy squads probably used it in the past.
I guess. It's definitely seen better days. You wouldn't know anything, would you, Shionne?
Nope. And I'm not interested in learning either.
Actually, these are Dahnan ruins. See? You can tell by the way the columns are decorated and stuff. They're all old Dahnan designs.
Are you saying these things were built more than 300 years ago, then?
Yeah. I have no idea what they were used for, though.
It's amazing to think our ancestors were capable of making such structures. Hopefully there'll come a time when us Dahnans will be able to walk through here freely again.
That's exactly what you're fighting for, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Yeah. Right.
Oh mein Gott, sie können Steine übereinander setzen. Sie sind Genies. Ah, verdammt, jetzt kommen hier schon Aliens, Mann. Wobei, die Rena sind ja eigentlich auch Aliens, ne? Killergurke, ernsthaft?
Don't tell me.
Was ist das?
What's wrong?
Ist das ein Angriff?
Focus on the stay away from its toxic. Crush! See ya! You're mine! It's over! Cut cannon!
Hear me, flame of fury!
I'm not
In the
done!
sky, it's mine!
Eat dirt! I'm on it!
This one's mine!
You're
Genau,
mine!
die Ding mal jetzt gesagt.
Don't go charging!
This ends now!
Consider your
Genau, sag ich auch. Warte mal, die anderen sind auch tot? Was ist denn Mann noch passiert?
with your flames and my technique.
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Komm, ihr seid doch Gargoyle-Gegner, erzähl mir doch nichts. Sei doch, Scheißstatue.
Tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
I'll run you through!
I'm only getting started.
Talent door! You're mine! Take aim and blast it out of the sky!
Mega ray!
Cut! It's over!
We've got flyers.
Was ist das passiert?
Let him work!
Was hab ich getroffen? Hä?
This should do it. All yours.
Hear me, flame of fury! Burning strike!
I'll run you
Here I
through!
come. It's over. Rising wyvern.
Here I go. Do
Take
it!
this. Shionne.
This ends
Ach so,
now!
da wird eine bestimmte Umgebung dann komplett
See you
vernichtet.
continue on in that vein.
See ya!
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Never imagined there were Zoogles out there that could pretend to be statues.
That's because Zoogles don't come from nature. Who knows what else is lurking out there?
Guess we have to be prepared.
It's freezing in here. And after how hot it was outside, too.
It must be the cold air sweeping in from Cyslodia. It's the polar opposite of Calaglia, so I'd get used to it if I were you.
Is the little guy okay?
Oh, don't worry about Hootle. He's from Cyslodia. Probably just nerves is all. He's not really used to being around other people this much.
Rinwell, how about filling them in on what to expect from Cyslodia?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, for starters, nobody trusts nobody.
Come again?
Just like I said. You never know when snake eyes are watching you.
That's what they call their lord's henchmen, apparently.
Their official title is the Bureau of Civil Observation. They've got cronies undercover everywhere, observing us at all times.
So? Renan surveillance was an everyday part of life in Calaglia.
Difference is, in Cyslodia, it's not just Renans. They've got Dahnans spying on each other, too. Or in other words, there's the Snake Eyes themselves, plus all their small-time informants. All it takes is someone squealing on you, and it's straight to labor camp. No questions asked, no goodbyes. Course, informers are rewarded handsomely for their deceit. Everyone's always got one eye open, waiting for the moment to inform on someone before being tattled on first.
Hence the not trusting one another, huh? In that case, what do you think they'll make of us?
Hard to say. Although, not being from Cyslodia will probably help, honestly.
More trustful of outsiders than even your own people. Why go along with it, though? Why doesn't anyone take a stand?
Not everyone is strong enough to stand, Alphen. That's why the world needs people like us.
Eieiei. Meine Fische. Das hat nicht wie ein Lachs ausgeschaut, was soll denn der Betrug? direkt Bock auf ein Lachsbrötchen. Hat wer Lachs gerade dabei? Ich weiß gar nicht, weil ich letztes Mal eins gegessen habe. Warum fange ich jetzt an, über Lachs zu reden? Achso, ja, genau. Ja, ihr Alienköpfe, was ist los? Killergurken, Alter, ihr macht mich fertig.
This one's gonna be tough. I'm not done. Try this. I'm on it. Infernal turret. Had it coming.
I'm all set.
You're mine. It's over. Here I come. You're finished.
Burning strike.
Here I come. Talon.
Cannon, don't go charging off like that.
You're finished. Take this.
One more.
Slash.
So, jetzt macht's gar kalt.
Reload.
Sehr schön.
Do it.
Weg mit dem Alien.
Pathetic.
Ja, wir müssen einige mitnehmen. Hier macht das Kämpfen auf jeden Fall mehr Spaß.
Take you all.
Here I come. Rising Wyvern. This one's all mine. No escape.
Mega ray. Back into the
Here I
fray.
come.
I'll run you through.
It's over.
Had it coming.
You're mine. Swallow blade.
Tusk cannon.
Here, let me help. First aid.
Okay, damn it.
Whoa.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Focus on the fight.
Here I go.
Door.
Infernal turret.
Reload. I'm out of
You're
ammo.
finished.
How's
Rushing
this?
weak.
See ya.
Swallow blade.
Steering
Talon. Here I
flame.
go.
Reload.
Oh, beide gleich. Weg damit.
Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Apfelgelee. Ja, wir könnten ein paar Lebensdinger berauchen, was zum Wiederbeleben und so. Ich glaube, ich leide wie Vergiftung, damit kannst du erhebliche Nachteile. Ist irgendwer körperlich leidend? Scheinbar nicht. Kommt her, Alien Boys.
Brace yourselves. This one's tough.
Steering flame. Reload.
Infernal turret.
Here, let me help.
I'm not done.
First aid.
You're finished.
Help
Slide.
this.
Take this.
Mega ray. Back into the fray.
You picked the wrong fight.
I'll run you through.
You're mine.
See ya. Talon Sword. One final push.
Right.
Give them all we got.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Und wupp. Oh, das war sogar so gedacht. Duldan-Erz. Das sind wieder diese komischen Gargoyle-Viecher. Ah, da hinten geht's weiter, dann schauen wir erstmal da lang. Ja. Ich weiß schon, dass ihr mir jetzt auf den Senkel gehen wollt. Oder kann es sein, dass ich hier lang muss? Das wäre nicht das erste Mal, dass ich zufällig den Weg laufe, den wo ich laufen soll. Ah ja, ich kann ja nicht an dem vorbei.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
You're surrounded. Just stay calm. Talon
It's
Sword.
over.
Damn it.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Focus on the fight.
Mega ray. Steering
Stun
flame.
us.
Reload.
Talon
I'm
Sword.
out of ammo.
Tusk
Back
cannon.
into the fray.
Slide.
Here, let me help.
Infernal turret.
First aid.
Had it coming.
I'll fix you
Talon
up.
Sword. Tusk cannon.
Try this. Infernal turret.
I'm on it.
Here, Flame of Fury. Burning
You're finished.
Talon Sword. Not half bad.
Could you try to be less patronizing?
I didn't mean nothing by it.
Slide.
Do it.
Hä? Was hat er jetzt gesagt? Was irgendwie... Ach, keine Ahnung.
That was almost too easy.
Lebensding, los. Allheilmittel. Naja, gut, dann halt das. Da geht's um Bossgegner, kann das sein? Oh oh. Na, wir suchen also durch wieder die Strecke aus, wo ein Boss ist. Läuft bei uns.
Brace yourselves. This one's tough.
Mega ray.
It's over. No escape.
Talon
Steering
Sword.
flame. Reload.
You're mine. You're finished. Here I come. You're finished.
Hear me. Flame of Fury. Burning
See ya.
strike.
Talon
No
Sword.
escape.
Tusk
It's over.
cannon.
Do it.
Oh, warte. Ich hab mich gerade gekratzt.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
See ya.
You're mine.
Do it.
Rising white shield.
This ends
Mach mir das gerade in der Luft?
Consider yourself finished.
Ich glaube, wir haben das gerade in der Luft gemacht.
Let me know if you're struggling.
Ah, warte. Darum. Und Sprung. Holla!
not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
Der schaut aber fies aus. Ach, da hätte ich so gar nicht drauf gekommen, ne? Tobende Killergurke. Alter Schwede. Es ist aber keine Gurke, Mann. Wer kam auf die Idee?
Here, let me help. Where are you going?
Try this!
Here's a healing arc.
How's this?
First aid.
Now I can let loose. Come one, come all.
Mega ray. Searing flame. Reload.
I'll run you through! Rising
Flame. Reload. I'm out of ammo.
Cannon!
Watch and
You're mine!
Warte mal, Sapphire kann gar nicht sterben, kann das sein? Ich hab keine Energieleiste.
It's over! Rising Wyvern! I'll run you through! Start up! See ya! Talon Storm!
searing flame.
Alter,
This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said than done.
No excuses! This is up to us!
Recover.
Here I come! Slash! Here I come! It's on! We're not done! Toss cannon!
This ends
so, jetzt kriegen wir
now.
den weg.
Consider yourself finished.
See you
Jetzt können wir uns um
continue
Boss
on in
kämpfen.
that vein.
Wo ist der Boss? Da ist der Boss.
Something you wanted to say?
It's over!
Fury.
Talon Storm!
Here's a healing arc.
Cannon!
First aid.
Now I can let loose.
Oh, damn it! Here I come!
What's wrong?
Nothing!
Amazing.
Focus on the fight!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Where are you going?
Slash! Try this!
Here's
See
a
ya!
help.
Take this! Talon
First
Storm!
aid.
Swallow Blade! Touch your cannon!
I'll cover you. Recover.
Now I can let loose.
Shio, geh mal weg.
Talon Storm! Come on!
Again.
It's over!
Searing flame. Reload.
You're mine! You're finished! See ya! Rising Wyvern! Talon
Searing
Storm!
flame. Reload.
Cannon!
I'm out of ammo. Watch and weep.
How's this?
Do it.
Mine! Jump!
Oh,
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Swallow Blade! Try this!
Searing
Run you
flame.
through it!
Reload.
Flash coming!
Here's a
Try this!
healing arc.
Talon Storm!
First aid.
Cannon! Here I come!
ray.
No escape!
Back into the fray.
Take this!
Mega ray.
Talon Storm!
auf jeden Fall ist ein Schwachpunkt hinten.
Slash! It's on! I'll run you through! Rising Wyvern! See ya!
There.
Talon
Oh.
Storm! Rising Wyvern! Oh, just take it down! Mirage! I'll run you through! Not today!
Only getting started.
Talon Storm!
That move.
I'm on it! Here comes the big one! Talon Storm!
I'm ready.
Wow, wow,
Here I
wow.
go.
Shio, geh.
You're mine.
Alter, gerade so was gereicht hat.
How's this? See ya! Rising Wyvern! Talon Storm!
flame.
Not done!
Reload.
Touch cannon! It's over!
Searing flame. Reload.
How's this?
I'm out.
Hey, coming!
Can't be happening.
Ah, Shio.
How's this? See ya! Talon Storm! Tusk Cannon! Rising Wyvern! I'll run you through! See ya! Talon Storm! Rising Wyvern! Tusk Cannon! Stardust! I'm on it!
Okay, das ist eh nur das da. 3 haben wir noch. Naja, 2 haben wir noch. Wir müssen noch welche
Feel
einkaufen.
the medicine work. Back into the fray.
How's this?
Nein, Alphen!
I'm only getting started. Mega ray.
Rising Wyvern! Cleave right through him!
Ah, jetzt.
Leave that to me.
Not so fast! I'm not over the hill just yet! Tusk Cannon!
If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Take this! I'll run you through! It's over! That's coming! Talon Storm! Tusk Cannon! Take this! It's over!
Searing flame.
You're
Reload.
mine! Storm! Try this! Tusk Cannon!
Searing flame.
Oh,
Reload.
not
I'm
down!
out of ammo. I'm all stopped up.
Okay, das ist das da.
Tusk Cannon! It's gonna attack!
Kills.
Right. Watch out.
Yes!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Boah. Nur die Supergurke gekillt. Astralblume, sehr schön.
I can feel my power growing.
Onyx Kettenpanzer.
You got here?
Bäh.
Oh, I saw that in a book once. Those things are worth a lot.
You're a little bookworm, aren't you?
Oh. Nee, es passt bei ihr nicht. Bei ihm. So, reich fürs Kämpfen, weiter geht's.